my materialistic minions, guys, look, it's a giant battery. It's kind of heavy. I was surprised how much is in here. But of course, it's 42,000 milliamp hours. At least that's what I have tested. Let's see if that's right. Yeah, 42,000, that's crazy. Guys, that is charging my MacBook Pro 7.5 times over again, which I have been charging. I've been testing this on and off in this hot summer weather that we have here in Seattle, not nearly as hot as some of the developing countries where I go to, which is exactly why I got this thing. I really go off the grid a lot, so I needed something with a lot of USB ports because we disperse these small little headphone type earpieces to developing countries where people are not literate. So we are off the grid in the middle of the jungle, and this works absolutely perfectly for something like that. Now, do keep in mind, I would recommend keeping this in the case as you're traveling because there are kind of some sensitive electronics in there. You can actually see that there's a fan right here in case it gets too hot. That kicks on to actually cool the innards. In order to tell how much battery life is left, right now you can tell that it's about 75% done. And I've been on and off using it for about 2 to 3 hours today. I've been charging my iPhone, which the iPhone 6s, this whole power bank can charge your iPhone 6s 15 times over again. So quite a bit. Yes, do keep in mind also that this is 110. This is not 220, so if you're European or if you're going to Africa and you're trying to use your hair dryer in this, it's gonna blow. Don't use your hair dryer, but use this for basically charging your laptop or small little devices like this. I'm gonna actually show you an example right here. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this into, oh, wait, there we go, into one of the USB ports. You'll notice it doesn't light up. That's because you have to push the on right there. And now, as you can see, as indicated by the lights, that it will basically be charging, which you can tell as indicated by that little blue blinking light on the Ahura earpiece. Isn't that awesome? So I can stack up 4 of these things and charge them all at the same time. And then when I'm done, I can just pull it out like that, and then it will automatically dim, basically. It won't stay on, which is good. Very good. Also, in order to access the actual AC alternating current type portion right here, look at this. Wow, I've got tape all over it. Yes, I do a lot of traveling through my nonprofit film studio, Knox Studio, but let's go ahead and plug this in. Oh, again, you can see the lights went out right there. So that means it's in standby mode. Let's go ahead and plug this little guy in like that. So I'd say the only downside to this is if you have a giant brick like this, look, you can't actually see the lights very well. So I guess if push comes to shove and you don't have a ground, I wish that they had actually rotated these around, but not a make or break. Just, hey, manufacturer, if you're listening, just rotate these around so that you can actually have the brick going down like this if there are 3 prongs. Again, this is just 2 prong, so I can flip this around. But anyway, so as you can see, it's not lit up, but how to activate the AC, you simply hold this down and wait, oh wait, I'm sorry, I gotta turn it on. Now you hold it down and there it is. And so it little blinks the warning light just to do a little systems check, like, hey, are we operating correctly, correct temperature and whatnot. And as you can see, the little green light right there is AC, and I can plug in the other end to my MacBook Pro, which I've been charging just a minute ago using this thing. So anyway, 5 out of 5 stars, highly, highly recommended. I have used other power banks out there, including this little monstrosity right here, which is kind of cool that they have the little LCD screen right there, but it's also kind of unnecessary. You can tell there's a lot of unnecessary empty plastic up here, and that just takes up room in my case. I actually took this to West Africa with me, and it has a lot of the same features, except there are only 2 USB ports on this competitor. This one has 4. I really dig that. Plus, it only has 1 little AC. Actually, I'm sorry, there are 2. 1, 2 right there. It's a little confusing, but yeah, that is 2. But you're not here to see this. You're here to see this guy, which I would highly recommend if you travel a lot or if you're off the grid and if you need some battery power. This will definitely suffice. Highly, highly recommended. Yeah, so that's it. My name is Beau. I look forward to testing and reviewing more fun, fantastic things here on Amazon.com.